Hey guys, Jess here. I'm back with another 20-minute motivator, and tonight I am taking care of these couple of chipboard sheets that have been hanging around in my craft room and I have yet to take care of. So I thought I'm going to park this on for 20 minutes, at some point, and here I am. I'm ready to do this because they've just been taking up space on a shelf for far too long. So I'm gonna take these out of their packaging and I'm going to add them to my chipboard binder. So I hope you guys will join me tonight and maybe even grab some project of your own to work on for the next 20 minutes. And I'm gonna go ahead and set the timer and get started. All right, let's see here. In 20 minutes, there we go. So how are you all doing? I'm doing well. Fall is in the air, isn't it? This is my favorite time of year. I love it. The reduced humidity and the cooler nights. I just absolutely love this time of year. So I'm so excited. I've got family photos scheduled. We haven't had family photos like official, like formal, like professional family photos done since Natalie, my stepdaughter, was 6, I think. Yeah, so we didn't even have them done. Well, I lie. We had some done. Yeah, actually, hold on. We had some done during my maternity shoot, which so we had some done and she was 6, and then we had some done when I was, I think, like 8 months pregnant, 7 or 8 months pregnant. So it was a maternity shoot, but we were able to get some family shots together as well. But long story short, we haven't had any family photos done since Wyatt was born. So I finally have them scheduled, so I'm pretty excited about that, actually. Long overdue. Long overdue. So that's something new and exciting. I'm looking forward to those. And let's see what else. So Wyatt fractured his arm earlier this, has it been a week? Yeah, like earlier this week. And so he's now in a cast. He was climbing and fell, poor guy. But he's doing well and he's embracing the cast, and he was so, we always try to put a positive spin on things. And so when he got it done, which he was a rock star at the doctor, he was awesome. He did really well. We just said, oh, it's so cool, your friends get to sign it, and ever since then he's just been like, it hasn't been a big deal. So he's a champ. He's handling it really well. So that's been an adventure. And yeah, so what else? Let me see here. I've got a crop coming up that I'm really excited about. I haven't been to one of those since, I think, early 2019 or in 2019. So just before COVID. So I am thrilled to be going back to one. So I'm going to be putting at least one, maybe 2 DIY kits together to bring. It's a 3-day crop, so I'm hoping to get some stash scrapped and quite a few layouts done. So I'm trying to figure out, like, I got to look through my albums and my photos and try to figure out, like, what I want to focus on and what kind of theme kits I want to create. I definitely think I'm going to create a fall theme kit. I'm going to do that anyway just because I'm inspired by this time of year and I'll want to scrap all things fall. But I'm not sure what other kit I want to do. Or, and if I don't do it, I'm doing pretty well on my stash, actually. So, I may just grab some hip kits that I have and some paper packs that I already have. I have tons of those Echo Park kits, and I really need to use those. So that might be a good opportunity, actually, now that I'm talking about it, to just grab some of those and, use up some of those. Because I have a lot. I have a ton. I think I have over 20 of those kits alone. So they're more themed though, so that is a little bit trickier. I mean, just because something's themed doesn't mean you can't utilize it for something else, so don't get me wrong. But it definitely limits you a little bit more on, you know, what you can use it for. So I might toss a few of those in there. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm kind of just starting to plan, think about it, because it is coming up. And I need to get on. Actually, by the time you see this video, I'll have already been, now that I think about it. So I'll be also uploading my how to pack for a crop, my video for how to create a kit. So yeah, actually, now that I think about the timing of everything, you'll have kind of seen what I've done for the crop before you get to this video. So it's like you're getting to see, you're gonna see the future, if that makes any sense. I don't even know. No, the past, I don't know. I'm confusing myself now. Anyways, so I'm thinking a lot about that, and I'm honestly starting to think about, now don't, reach out and grab me through your TV screen there. But I'm starting to think about my December daily, and I guess that's not too far-fetched because some of the kits are already starting to be released. I think Allie Edwards has already, released her kit. So I'm starting to think about putting that together and prepping for when, because honestly, it's a couple months away. I mean, we're mid-September already, which is crazy to think. So never too early to start thinking about that stuff, I don't think. So I mean, I'm a very fluid scrapper. I'm not necessarily like chronological, but I definitely like to have like some sort of a plan. That way I'm being productive. I'm trying to complete some albums. I need to go through my digital photos. I have a folder in my Google Photos that is called Need to Scrap, and so I try to move all the photos over there that I desire to scrapbook in the future, and then as I scrap them, I take them out. So I need to go through there and clean that up and add new ones of the photos I've already taken, and then I think that will help me also kind of focus on what I need to bring for collections and kits. So doing just a lot of planning. I've also been doing a ton of organizing and rearranging in my craft room, still like sorting and purging and organizing. I'm loving my space. I'm loving the setup. I'm loving my new mixed media and tool organization that I've done. Love, love, love it. And I'm trying to think here. This goes in. Alright, we're gonna oh no! Some of those fell. I didn't stick them down good enough, I don't think. Well then, we gotta fix that. Yeah, what was I saying? Oh, so doing a lot of organizing and just fine-tuning my space, because I have a lot of products that I need to remember that it exists. That's upside down, and I need to make sure that I use it. So I'm just trying to be more efficient in how I organize so that I do recall what I own. It's easy for me to see. Oops. And that's a challenge, especially when you have a lot of drawers and bins. You got to make sure that you have everything labeled. A really, really important piece of organizing, in my opinion, especially for those products that are kind of tucked away, is representation. Find some way to have like some sort of representation in your space that you have a visual that reminds you, oh yeah, this product exists, or I have that, I own it. And that will help you, you know, you'll see it and that will remind you, oh, I have this product to use, right? So that's always been a helpful trick for me. So I'm continuing to improve on that, trying to find ways to represent the product that I have. So I've been super busy in my craft space. I've been creating a little bit here or there as well, really scrapping my stash. I exhausted that summer DIY kit that I created, which is super fun. So yeah, what have you guys been up to? I'd love to hear. Like, are you prepping for some scrappy projects? Are you prepping for December daily? Are you going to do it this year? What projects are you working on or prepping for? And, you know, when you go to a crop, how do you plan for it? Right? Do you just wing it? Or are you kind of more of a bit of a planner, like you have a focused project that you try to accomplish while you're there? I love hearing the different ways people approach crops. I find it so fascinating how everybody operates a little bit differently. I think it's so neat. So please share in the comments below. I'd love to know what's going on in your crafty world. And are you excited about any new December kits? Are there ones you're waiting to be rolled out? I am looking forward to the Hip Kit Club kit. I've been on a spending freeze since June, I can't remember now. And I'm really trying to do it through the end of the year, which so far I've been very successful. But I think I'm going to spoil myself and at least buy Hip Kit. I'm debating on a Project Life one too, like an L Studio, maybe Allie Edwards. Not really sure yet, but I am debating on it. So, but other than that, and Vicki Boutin's Christmas, was it Vicki Boutin? I think it was. She had a Christmas collection she just shared, and that one I really love too. So I might just treat myself, a little Christmas gift to myself, and buy some Christmas collections. It's not like I need them, but that's one that that's a theme that I really, really love. So I might just do that because I love it so much. And I've been so good. I have really been very good this year. So on my spend, or no spend I should say. So I think I deserve a little reward. Definitely deserve a little reward. Alright, so I've got my boy chipboard on here, so now I just need to get it into my sleeve. And you know what? I'm trying really hard to use up this cardstock and this wax paper that I have for these chipboard pieces, but I'm really debating on purchasing I think there's something called sticker paper, which is for like sticker books and such. And I'm really debating on just buying that in hopes that it might work a little bit better for these chipboard pieces, because as you can see, if you bend it a little bit, they pop off. So not ideal, but this is still, you know, a really good system, and I love being able to see everything. It's just that I hate that they pop off all the time. If that doesn't work, I might just nix the wax paper altogether, and honestly, I will just stick them to the cardstock and rip them off, because I'm going to glue them down anyway. Excuse me, I'm going to glue them down anyway. So it really doesn't matter to me if they tear a little bit. So if you guys have tried out that sticker paper, I'd really love to hear from you in your experience. If it works well, and if it's, I think it's kind of expensive too. Is it worth the price? You know, is it worth paying the money, or is it better off just sticking it right to cardstock? I don't know. I haven't decided yet. But like I said, I'm trying to use up what I've already created here. So so it doesn't go to waste. But I can tell you, and I've said this numerous times before, I am really enjoying the binder. I'm really, really enjoying the binder. So, I got sleeve right there. Especially for my chipboard, but also that loose ephemera is just awesome. And when I create my DIY kits, I plop it, I just take some of these page protectors out and I put them right in with my kit. The whole thing, just bloop. If it matches, I plop it in there, which is really nice. Really nice. I think this is so cute. Oh my gosh, I love this one. Valentine's, which I definitely have some Valentine's I need to scrap, so this will be good. I think I'm just gonna, if I can. Alright, so we'll just find it. So yeah, have you guys, you know, kind of followed suit and tried the binder system as well? Or have you found a new system for your chipboard? And the reason I did this is because, one, chipboard is really challenging for me to use. And two, I never sought it out because it was just tucked on a shelf because it was all in these sheets. And it was just cumbersome to kind of look through it all. So with this binder system, I actually, you know, make it a point to look through it every time I'm scrapping to see if there's anything that I want to use from it. And it's just so much easier to do it. So I really like it. It takes a little bit to, you know, as you can see here, to like add things to it, but you know, if you're watching some TV or listening to music, it's not that big of a deal. Time goes by really fast, and it, like I said, it's well worth it in the end. But if you have a different way you store chipboard, I'd love to hear about it. I'm always willing to try something new and different. You guys know me. I change things constantly, so I mean, it will be kind of hard to change from this system because everything is taken out, but for anything, you know, any new pack, I'd be willing to try for sure. So I'd love to hear from you there on that. And what else is going on here? I am getting ready to put together my first ever online crop. I'm doing all the research right now. The wonderful No Fail Friday Night group, which I adore, you ladies are amazing, so supportive, have requested it, and so I'm trying to figure out how to make that happen. So I'm in the process of kind of doing some research and trying to figure out like what makes online crops kind of fun, because I've always gone to like in-person crops, and usually there's like games and a lot of interaction and challenges and stuff like that. So I'm trying to like put together some fun things that we can do virtually, but I don't really know where to start. I mean, I don't really have any ideas, so I'm doing some research. So if you've attended an online crop and you got some like tips you want to share, what you loved and what you didn't love about your online crop experience, I would love to hear from you. I'd like to know. Put it in the comments below. Give me some feedback. Be like, this is what I love, this is what I didn't care for, this is what I'd like to see. Share all the things with me, because I'd like it to be as successful as it can be, you know, understanding that it's going to be my first one. There's going to be bumps in the road, but if it goes well and hopefully it'll become a regular thing. I think that would be super. It'd be fun. I appreciate them even suggesting it, because, you know, it kind of crossed my mind, but, you know, I really honestly didn't think anybody would be interested, but it looks like you are, so I'm so excited. Really excited, actually. So, looking forward to putting that together. And that's going to be in October. I think probably the first half of October is kind of what I'm thinking. So, oh, 20 minutes is up. So if you're only committing to 20 minutes, you're done. Have fun. You can finish watching me if you'd like. I'm going to wrap up. I'm almost done with the sheet, and then I'll be done myself. Or, you know, on your way, have some crafty time or whatever you'd like to do. But you have done your 20 minutes, so good job. Awesome job. Yeah, so crops, online crops. So it will be fun. I'm excited. Like beginning to middle October is kind of when I'm thinking about putting it on. I'm also thinking about having a co-host, which can help me out because my time is limited. As you guys know, I have a 4-year-old, and so it's really hard for me to dedicate like daytime to my scrapping hobby in general. It's just really challenging unless I'm out of the house, but I can't really, it's not realistic for me to be out of the house and do the online crops, so I myself will probably have to be on a little later, but I'm working with my, you know, my co-host and seeing if we can, you know, have it start sooner, have her lead it, and then I will join later. So I'm just trying to work out like all the details, so I make sure that I have, you know, the crops an adequate amount of time, and you know, people can hop in or hop out whenever they like, and you know, but they have an adequate amount of time to hop on and scrap and chat and meet new people. And it's, you know, it's, I feel bad starting at like 8:30 at night because that's my usual start time for everything that I do scrapping. When you guys see all these videos, it's usually like past 8:30, more or less 9:30 that I'm working on this stuff, just because, you know, my son, which, you know, I would not, you know, he's important to me, so it is what it is. And I'm okay with it, but I kind of feel bad that, you know, others would be waiting till late at night. But, you know, some of us, hopefully a lot of us are night owls, and we'd be willing to stay up late and have a fun time scrapping and chatting. So, yeah. Looking forward to that, and I totally appreciate you all, you know, for giving me the idea and bringing it up and letting me know it's something that you're interested in. So I'm looking forward to meeting you all that join in person. That's what I'm most excited about. So lots of good stuff happening on my side of the world. All right, so this, you know, I got a little carried away and added some stuff here that probably could have fit on this side, but it is what it is. So this adhesive is definitely much better on these than the other ones that I had. But this is done, so I'm going to add this to my binder, and my task is complete. Feels so good to finally take care of these. You know, it's just one of those things that like weighs on the back of your mind that like, oh, I got to take care of it, oh, I got to take care of it. So it feels so good to get it done. As small of a task as it is, I can cross it off my list. It is done. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks so much for joining me. I hope you were productive, or at least enjoyed this video. So thank you so much. I appreciate your support, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a great night. Bye.